So today I'm looking at the 4 new premium components in Genome version 1.2. Those 4 new premium components, the TetraVerb, the Lux Spring Reverb, Nifty65, Spring 63 and Indy amplifiers. Now this was provided by 2Notes, so this is what you would call a sponsored video, and thank you to 2Notes. But all the opinions mentioned in here are my own, not theirs, not yours, not anyone's, they're mine. Also, if there's anything in particular you want me to do with any of those, the TetraVerb, the Nifty65, Spring 63 or Indy, let me know in the comments below and I'll see if I can do a full video on that sort of stuff. Actually, also, just while I see this here, if you want me to do a video with the new Jensen speakers, this 50s and 60s collection Jensen speakers, let me know in the comments below as well, and I'll see if I can talk to 2Notes about it. I actually bought one of the 4x10s because I like 4x10s. I like using 4x10s, and I really, really like the sound of it. So let me know in the comments if you want to see a full video. Now, let's get into this. Timestamps for everything below. So this is Genome. This is the default setting, the AOOO California Cleans. Now, I'm going to start off by using this Fender Aerodyne Special Telecaster in lovely, lovely California blue. Isn't it lovely? It's such a lovely looking guitar. There's a full video for it up here. Now, that goes via my Peterson Strobostomp HC tuner, which is always on my desk, into my Audient ID44 interface, and then straight into Logic. So it's just guitar interface into Logic, basically into Genome. Now, there's a video, and I'll put it up here and I'll put it in the description below as well, about all the different terms when it comes to interfaces, about, you know, mic level, line level, instrument level, DI inputs, different impedances, all that sort of stuff. If that may confuse you, or if your results when you record may not sound anywhere near as good as you think they should sound, maybe watch the video. It may help out or may not. Okay, now this is the, like I said, default sound, neck pickup. Now, I reckon let's get rid of the reverb, let's get rid of the compression, let's move the cabinet over one, and then change the cabinets at some stage. But let's just start off. So this is just, again, default cabinet, which is a 1x12 Fender style cabinet. Let's change this to the new Indy amplifier, which looks like this. So you've got normal sort of amp controls, gain, bass, mids, and treble. You've got a depth and contour control, which is sort of a EQ kind of control in the power amp section, and you've got volume. You also have the power amp settings where you can change from 6L6 to EL34s to EL84s to CAD88s, and single end push-pull and triode or pentode, which in all honesty, I don't know what half of that stuff does, but you push buttons and hope for the best. That's what I usually do anyway. So to start off with this is a default setting in the Indy amplifier. So it's quite distorted. Let's just, with the default amp, let's just try a few different presets, right? Does go kind of clean. I mean, with high upper pickups, it'll push it into overdrive. Fuzzy and glassy. So with this kind of stuff, I think the 1x12 is a bit funny. Let's do this thing where we split this here and then maybe unsplit it after. Merge here. And let's put a second cabinet up and let's use that 4x10 Jensen Super R Open. Just that, it gives it so much more body, so much more life. But I haven't really done anything with the cabinets. I haven't moved any microphones around. Okay, let's check out some more presets. Crunchy and bitey. It's a good sounding amp. Lots of note definition, clean and open. Clean and glassy. Actually, and then let's try it mid-focus. And breaking up. To me, clean and open sounded. I really like that sound. Now, what that needs maybe is a little bit of reverb. So how about in between here, in between the amp and the speaker? Why don't we try out that Spring 63 reverb? Again, just that sounds great. It has that boinginess. We've got an intensity control, which is currently set to 0. If you want to hear more boinginess, we've got a mixer that goes from nothing to pretty much all reverb. And we've got a tone control that goes from very dark to very bright. And if you look at the springs, they move. As you're playing, they move a little bit. So let's check out a few presets as well. So we've got smooth. It's a good sounding reverb. Distance. What about just a touch? Let's go for, I don't know, bright. Dark is very dark. Drowned. To me, I think smooth sounded great. Now, if you want more intensity, if you want it to be more boingy, you turn it up. I quite like that. I mean, that's a Spring 63. There's not a huge amount to it. That's just what it is. Let's quickly now check out what we're doing reverbs. Let's check out a TetraVerb. So it's basically a much bigger spring reverb effect. So there's a lot more to it. Longer springs. You've got a big on-off switch here, which is always good. You've got an input gain control. You've got the 4 buttons, and it changes actually. If you look at the springs, it changes the springs. So you've got a short. You've got balance, which is 3. You've got lush, which is a bigger one in the middle, and you've got vintage, which looks bigger than short. You've got a reverb length. You've got a reverb tone. You've got a wet dry control, a width control, a tension. So you can actually make the reverb. You can make it flabbier and looser. Or you can make it a tighter sound. I actually really quite like it, that looser. let's check out Lush just on that setting. And again, the springs move if you look closer. Make it longer. This is actually really nice. And then width, stereo width. Make sure you listen to it with good headphones or good speakers or something, because it's lovely actually. Let's give it some spank. Versus flats. Bit of gain. That's just lovely. That's lovely. It's quite ambient and quite a lot there, but it doesn't get in the way of the playing at all. Let's gain it up a bit more. There's a bit of drive from it. That setting it balanced. Very different sound and vintage. Okay, let's check out some of the presets. So short, long and wide. Dry. Whistling. Oh, it has this shh kind of sound to it. Twangy. That's quite nice, twangy. I like Lush. Lush, long and wide, I like a lot. Try. Long and wide vintage. Ooh. I like Lush, long and wide. And what? Hang on, what is the? Yeah, width up more, tension all the way down. That's. That's just lovely. I really, really like the sound of that. Now, let's go back to the Indy Amp and maybe check out a few sounds with humbuckers. So now I have my Pure Salem Guitars Cardinal in black. There's a full video for it up there as well. Lovely guitar. Not super high powered humbuckers, sort of middle of the range humbuckers. Exactly the same sound I just had before. Let's turn the reverb off for now. Let's just check out, again, just the gain on the Indy. So that was that kind of cleaner sound from before. Let's go middle position maybe. There's a bit more gain in now, so let's give it more gain in general. Find that needs a little bit more treble as well. Maybe now, instead of using a 1x12, let's change that as well. What about, let's start off with a 2x12. What's one that I like? I like Bayou, that's another one I like. And let's maybe do this thing where we pan one, not all the way, but maybe like around 20 one way, or 19, and the other one around 20 or 19 the other way. 19. Let's make 19. I like that. Okay, happy with that. Maybe let's turn that down a little bit. Let's try the different power amp settings with this. Probably. Gonna say EL34 push-pull. Let's go triode. No, let's stick to pentode. Oh, this is getting a bit loud. I quite like that sound. Let's go maybe down a little bit. Quite happy with that. Maybe let's just run a pedal into it. Let's just go for, I don't know, I want a D250, a deity style. Like that sound. Now let's add that TetraVerb to it and give it some lovely boinginess on a neck pickup. Just push the front end a bit. I think that sounds pretty good. Now, let's change the amp, and we're going to change the guitar shortly as well. Let's go to the Nifty65. This is one of the other new amps. I should see what that sounds like pushed with the contour. I think that actually sounds pretty good, but maybe now instead of a 2x12, let's use a 4x12. And what about, because we're getting into angrier territory, let's use, what about an angled triple XL? And what about now, instead of panning those, let's put them back in the center. But it's... Let's try out, what about one of the signature XXLs? What about Friedman? I quite like, actually, let's try out one of the other signatures. I still always, even with heavier sounds, I like running the 4x10s because I think they give it so much more definition. Now, let's go from this guitar to a low-tuned guitar. Alright, so now I have my Carvin, or nowadays it would be called Kiesel, CT6 California calf top guitar tuned to drop C tuning with some Fishman Fluence modern humbuckers in it. Now, same sound, it sounds like this. Did I say it in drop C tuning? I think that sounds pretty good. Let's check out some of the presets now. Good starting point. Compact mid. Boost me. Okay, let's boost it. Let's turn the gate on too then. Some more presets. KT88 Bright. Oh yeah, of course, here we've got the same thing, so you can change the power amp settings and all that sort of stuff. Same controls. I still like having a 4x10 in there, and 50s 4x10 in there. Alright, EL34 tight. Extremo. Let's go for all you people that don't want the 4x10, even though I still like the 4x10. Let's go 4x12. Let's try, what's another one we should try? So we have an angle. Let's go combine that with, what about a boogie? Recto standard. I probably like that one the best. Now let's do the old, let's not use a clone, let's use the old green meanie. Let's do the drive all the way down, level all the way up, tone to taste. The gate needs to be hard. I mean, that's sort of a quick run through of all the new things, the 4 new premium components. I think a lot of that stuff sounds really, really good. This amp, again, it doesn't just have to be chugga chugga. You can use it for other things as well. The TetraVerb is killer. I really, really like that. And personally, the old Jensen speakers I think sound great, even for heavier stuff. Try it out. Give it a go if you haven't tried it out. Put a 4x10 with a 4x12 in combination for the more chugga stuff, and you'd be amazed how much definition and punch you get from the 4x10s. Almost like, you know, when you put a 57 right in the center of the cone kind of thing, so you get that punch from the 57, but it's a different sort of punch you get from a 4x10. I personally really like it for all kinds of sounds. Pretty much whenever you watch any videos I do, whether I use the Torpedo Live back here or any of the other, there's a cab in there. I always combine a 4x12 with a 4x10 cabinet, or 2x12 with a 1x10 or something like that. I love the sound of the 10s. I think they just bring out the best out of the 12 as well when you use them in conjunction. Anyway, that's the new stuff. Big thank you to Two Notes. Big thank you to all you lovely people for watching. If you've watched this far into the video, please make sure to subscribe and hit the notification bell and the like button, you know, thumbs up and all that sort of stuff. Share it with your friends because it does really, really help out. So on that note, thank you so much for watching. Thank you, Two Notes. Let me know if there's anything else you want me to do in the comments below and we go from there. See you in the next one. Bye.